It's a weird thing when you have a lot of whiskeys slash bourbons and you can't find anything that's under 50%. Welcome. Greetings. My name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. It is Bourbon Night. Sure what I did there? I didn't say it's Bourbon Night. That's the name of their channel. I said it is Bourbon Night. Nobody cares. Anyway, Music Maestro. I see people are in the chat. That's always nice. There's always that fear that no one will be here. It still exists. Don't worry. Sitting in the back. Oh, it's loud. That's right. I was actually listening to music earlier. There you go. Let me know if it's too loud, too soft, too annoying, whatever it is. Let's see what's going on here. That's meow. Like a sugar kitty meow. We had a little chat earlier talking about how nice the weather is lately. Rain for sugar kitty. Wet cat is never a good thing unless it's a... I can't. Nope. I'll let you go with that one if you know what I was going to go with. Anyway, 5 fingers. High five. How are you? Andrew Butler, hello. Zen Bourbon Night it is. You don't really like bourbon, but okay. If you have some, give it a shot. Hopefully, maybe it tastes better now. Who knows? Meow indeed. So, if you didn't know, Bourbon Night is their 7th year doing WhiskeyTube stuff as of this month. Mine is in September. I think it's September. Don't worry, I'll have one too. I don't remember how many it is. Probably 4 or 5. If it's 5, that'd be nice. Anyhow, they are doing a stream tonight to celebrate 7 years. 7 is a great number, as you know if you've been here for a while. If not, 7 is a good number. Cat should not be wet. I mean, it depends on things. Anyhow, 65.57% of my bottles are under 50% ABV. Well, Andrew Butler, I get the feeling you have a lot of Scotch over there. Maybe not. But with ItsBourbonNight specifically and their picks, a lot of them are just 60%. Some of them are 59.2. Anyway, this is one I really like. If you haven't seen this label, it's one of my absolute favorites. Like, I don't want to get rid of this bottle because I love the label so much. But there she is. All her glory. And there's Chad. Other side. Right there. Right there. It says Nulu Noir. Come on, focus. Focus on the lipstick or something. Do something. There we go. I can't read that. You miss the shots you never take. There we go. It took too long for me to read that. It's Bourbon Night, Nulu Noir, Dame to Drink For. One of my favorites. And as you can see, it looks like rain here. If you don't know what that means, well, stick around. You might figure it out. There you go. Oops. Yeah, Irene 10 bottles are often very high proof too. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I want to start somewhere that's not in that range. I could do this, but that would feel weird. That would defeat the purpose of this whole thing. Yeah, you. Hello. Oh, well. Greetings. I hope that went well. I was very curious about beer and whiskey, Irish whiskey pairing stuff. I love it. I enjoy beer and I really like whiskey. I don't drink beer very often. I don't even think I have any in my fridge. No, I probably don't. What did I want to start with? There's this. Eagle Rare is not, 50%. Do I have one? Yeah, I do. We'll start there. I have a smaller version, don't worry. That one is really hard to pour. I haven't had to because it's not open, but just considering the size. I mean, here, I'll do the comparison. It's going to be hard to pour the other one. James Morgan, hello. Cheers, hello. Welcome. James, hello. More birthday, exactly. Yes, it's my birthday month, by the way, so it's all month. That's a good idea, isn't it? I say it's hello. See you there. Sneaking in. Let's pour some of this. I also have a very fancy glass. This is the ItsBourbonNight. Funny enough, 5-year celebration. I don't know what they're doing this year, if anything. But I feel like I got this just a little while ago, but it's been 2 more years, so that feels weird. And I've used it maybe 3 times. Well, it's like tonight seemed like a good night. One of those things. It's like I have this very fancy Crystal Glencairn, which I never use, except for special occasions like this. Yay, birthday month! Exactly. It's like double cool because it's birthday month and 750 subscribers. We celebrated with a giveaway on Friday. If you didn't see that, well, it's still there. You can watch it. And it was a lovely time. I got really tired halfway through. That sucked, but my sleeping schedule is non-existent. Just plowed on through it. Made it to the other side. It's all good. Alright, starting with some Eagle Rare. I have other options. I have one very special bottle. This is another situation that I just don't touch it because reasons. And this is probably one of the older bottles I have. This is Knob Creek, funny enough. Not one of my favorites, but Knob Creek. It's Bourbon Night. It's very special. A mash made in heaven. Sarah and Chad shined it. Give me a little message there. And this is what they had for their wedding. Which seems like that wasn't long ago, but it was probably been 4 or 5 years. I don't know. I haven't been able to keep track. Oh, it's a little weird. Hello. Whoop. Whoop. Everything moved. Which one do I look at? Bitburg German beer with Deutschland's West Coast beer collab in my fridge, as well as Jungling, whatever. Regional, must be some PA German thing. I don't know. I just get the beer from the local brewery that's, 10 minutes away. It's good. Beautiful grounds. They moved and it's beautiful there. So what did I eat today? I had a bacon, egg, and cheese this morning. And a coffee thing. I still have a mild headache, but it's going away. The whiskey will help. And then just a little while ago, I had some mac and cheese. It's really good. So there is food in my stomach for once. I was thought ahead somehow. But there we go. We're starting with this. Please let me know what bourbons you're drinking tonight, or whatever you're drinking. It doesn't really matter. It's just I don't want to drink alone. So hey. Now I'm not, officially. In my apartment by myself. Still counts, it's alright. Oh my god, yes. Immediate. It's a nice little grape note. Gotten to the point where I put my whole damn nose in the glass. So good. Oh, so good. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm going to enjoy this. It's been a minute since I had Eagle Rare. It's an on and off thing because I like it so much, but I don't want to do what happened to Wild Turkey 101, where I bought a handle of it. And, even though I still like it, I got tired of drinking it. I don't want that to happen with Eagle Rare. Hell yeah. Oh, that's nice. Tastes a little weird because I had coffee earlier. I didn't grab my water. Shoot. There's water in here, it's not much. I'll ration that before I get another one. Or I might have to get up and get another one. It's right there. But you hate getting off and, losing screen time. People come in like, what's going on? You're not there. Also, I saw ItsBourbonNight's video recently. One of their recent videos. That was a good blurp sound, huh? Vicious. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they did a versus, which is like a head-to-head for these bourbons. It's like a slow countdown of bourbons that they've been doing. Watched most of them. I don't know if I watched all of them. I watched most of them. It was tense. There were some whiskeys. There were some bourbons. They were going head-to-head as into which would go to the next level. It's exhausting what they've done with this list of trying to find bourbons under a certain amount of money. I mean, a few of them have passed, this being one of them. They did Four Roses, Small Batch Select. Jesus. Small Batch Select versus Peerless Double Oaked. Something I would never think to do. But these are two that I actually have. So at some point, I'm going to do a little comparison to see what's up with that. I won't spoil it for you, but I was rooting for this guy. It's another one of my favorites. I do have favorites now. It's strange. It's true. It's weird. Why is everything brighter? Oh, it's because this is all yellow. That's why. Don't know why chat is all yellow. Let me do this. Beep, 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 beep. I just click on every single thing that's been said. There, clears it. That's strange. I don't understand that. You switched to top chat, you son of a gun. There we go. Now we're good. Less glorious. Well, the things I've been trying to get rid of. There we go. A little extra lighting on the bottles. There's so many lights on right now. My electrical bill is going up. And it was all yellow. Stop. Good thing this other music's playing, because that would just pull on in. It's just stick there. Wouldn't you say so? I have at least 5 or 7 different bottles over here that need to go soon. And I just don't drink enough whiskey. It's a problem. I can do this in this new chair, I just realized that. Just hang out, just be like, hey guys, how you doing? Hey. Not gonna do that. This is the next one I'm gonna pour. I'm trying to go through this one as quickly as I can, because I have numerous bourbons to drink and only an hour to do it. I know, it's a rough life. But this one popped out for reasons. One, bought it in Kentucky, and I had seen them recently at an event I didn't go to this year, or won't be going to. Forget what it was, might have happened already. A Bourbon on the Banks, that was a lot of fun last year. But, you know, travel, money, don't have any, so it's a thing. But this popped out because Baker's 7 years. Seven years, do it. There we go. Minimum. I think it's longer than that for this one, but I saw it on there and went, yeah, why not? 7 years, sevens, everywhere sevens. Like I said, we like sevens here. Say, oh yes, that's right, it's not the thing. 8 years, 1 month. But 7 years minimum. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Has a 7 on it, it counts. And then I was gonna go with the Nulu. Showed you earlier, and then we'll finish off with very special and hardly ever opened or touched mash made in heaven. Again, not when I drink. This is about the only time I would drink that, because they have a thing going on. It works. Whoop, more chats. James Morgan, hello. Single Bear Select, and it's a competitive price in the UK. Is it? £53. I don't know how much that is in American. Probably too much. I don't remember how much that was, but it was not cheap. Never it is. Oh yeah, there we go. Thank you, Shuri. Yes, that is the video of the recent matchup, I believe. 70. Blah. I've gotten into that though. I bought the special bottle today. It was 60 something. Do I have the receipt still? I do. So I was able to find the Larceny barrel proof. The blah, blah. I already said this in the last stream. I'm saying again, just in case you missed it. Where is it? Batch number B523. So recent. There's been a lot of hearsay about it. I don't know when I'll do a video on that, but it's marked. It was $58.99. Not too bad. Usually if it's 60 bucks or so, I'm like, go ahead. That works. Will you stop? And the best part is there's no taxes on that. That's exactly how much it cost. Gotta love it. I know a lot of people do get taxed. We get pretty hard taxes on cannabis products. The state's like, well, it's legal now. Might as well tax the hell out of it. And they do. Unless you're a medical patient. I think it's no taxes if you're a medical patient. Mmm. It's really good. God damn. Ooh, Andy Butler. Ouch. That's rough. I don't like that at all. $90? Ballers? $90 for a bottle. That's what I was trying to say. $90 for a bottle, and it became ballers. Whatever. That's a new word. Chronic exemption, yeah. Penelope in the middle where they're toasted in 4-grain. Really? How coincidental. Where is it? Where are you others? Guess one? I don't know if this is what you're talking about, though. Toasted in 4-grain. So you said Penelope, and I'm thinking about its Bourbon Night, so this came to mind. This actually is not getting a video this month. Not because of any good reason, other than I wanted to get some other interesting stuff in there. And I don't think I've ever had Penelope, so this is another bottle where a pick will be the first time I've tried it. Looking forward to it. I want to try to lean into some other whiskeys next month. I haven't really decided what, though. I haven't gotten that far ahead, but I'm already this month ahead, so that's the thing. It's new to me, having planned out videos in advance, but I can only do it a month at a time. It gets really stressful at the end of the month. Yeah, I mean, the price, it sounds like a lot compared to the prices here, but the prices here could be the same, if not close to it, unfortunately. And I know in my case, bourbon prices are lower than Scotch prices and Irish, which also sucks. I can't win. It's disturbing to see how much the prices have jumped. I might want to go back to some pictures I took of bottles 2-3 years ago, before 2020, and look at the same bottles if I can. I usually take pictures of fancy stuff and see how drastic the price increase has been. It's bonkers. I was complaining about that recently. Hanging easy, ahoy ahoy, man. Welcome aboard the good ship, lollipopping. Wow, look what you did. I'm so tired. Not as tired as I was on Friday, but something in the air. And they say that, it's just saying my sleep is such a mess. I did get to see Mama and Papa KillCo morning, and my brother and his fiance, fiance. So that was a nice change of pace. Although, as you can imagine, Brian doesn't like going out on Sundays in the morning to a very fancy and very popular breakfast spot. It was very crowded. It was very busy. It wasn't too crowded. There were so many people milling about, making me all twitchy. We weren't there for very long. I have the muffin for tomorrow, though. Eee. Something to look forward to. Stop it, Sugar Kitty. Knock it off. I started it and I had to stop it because I don't want that in my head. Ugh. I changed my chair a little bit, by the way. This is not a huge deal, but I have it a little lower because this is where I am. Actually, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's one down. All the way up. Well, screw it then. I'll leave it up here. Just have to be farther away from the camera and everything else. This is the keyboard, by the way. I guess I try not to break anything by touching it. Now you can see the shirt a little better. I've had the shirt for a while, too. I have a sweatshirt. It's an ItsBourbonNight sweatshirt, but not really the weather for it right now. Wow, that's nice hanging. I'm not good at that. I am a frozen foods person because I can't be bothered / I can't function enough to make food. Like, I don't understand how people do it every day. There are people who get up, make breakfast, make lunch, and make dinner. How? Where do you find the ability to pay attention to that and do it quickly? I don't have it. And I don't. I tried it, and it takes me twice as long, if not longer, to do anything. Oh, well, that'll do. You should eat, though. I've had to get used to the eating thing. I feel weird talking about my physical fitness, but I talk about my mental fitness enough. So, and they're combined. You didn't know that. Mental and physical fitness can go together very nicely. So I've been exercising more over the past year, probably more than that now. And I've had to get used to eating more. And I'm still not very good at it. I have to try to eat at least 3 times a day and get what should be a regular amount of calories and proteins and all that. Carbs. But not easy. I just, like you, just no food. It's not part of it doesn't click. If I'm doing other things, it will not click until I'm very hungry and more irritable. It's fun. Rum with pork cheeks yesterday. Not really my thing, but now I know. Hey, rum is pretty good for me, but you have to go to the right place. And even then, you have to. The weirdest thing is you have to eat that ramen, make as much noise as possible. All that. What is considered rude by some in this country, but over there, you're appreciating it with gusto. No, I can't. I've tried. It's just not a thing. Unless I get some kind of medication that works for my distractibility and inability to focus on things. Until then, frozen food works. I try to get stuff that isn't totally garbage, but I did buy some of that Hungry Man recently. It comes with a dessert, and it's not good for you. It's not terrible, but it's not great. However, I'm not ordering pizza, or I don't even have any frozen pizzas right now because I'm trying to cut back on that. Ooh. Yes, strangely enough, the stuff that powers your entire being in your brain somehow affects the rest of you. It somehow affects you. It's like, yeah, makes sense. I don't eat absolute crap, but I don't eat as good as I should. If I could, I would, but I can't, so I won't. Double doomed, oh no. Horse slurp is rammed, yeah. My blood pressure's fine. Sounds nice. What I should do, and it's the only thing I came up with that could work, is the crock pot. You just put everything in there and leave it, and hours later it's done, and you can eat it. But I have a taco kit ready to go, and I have pasta just waiting to be put in the water, and I don't do it. I can, I just don't. I forget, or I just don't feel like I have the energy to do it. It will be done at some point, I swear. I buy the stuff that is long lasting. Like I can keep the frozen stuff, like the meat stuff or the tacos. It's in the freezer. It's not even real. It's the fake stuff, fictitious meat. I have cans of stuff that I'll put in it, like corn and something else, beans. It's all set. It's all in there. I just have to actually get it together. Oh, well, hang on, you know what? Oops. I already got that. So it doesn't matter what I eat. It's fine. Forget about it. Hey. Shit. Pardon my French. Scheiße. German instead. I'm going to have a little bit of my next drink. I was supposed to have it a little while ago. Ulcerative colitis. I know how to say that word. Almost. Mad! Right? That's French. What was I going to drink next? Oh, yes. Hidden behind all these other bottles. Mm-mm. Forgot how little water I have. You know what? Screw it. It'll take all of 60, less than 60 seconds. I mean, time me. I want to see how long this takes. I also don't use this very often. So, hopefully this won't blow out your ears. Let's see. No, no, stop it. Stop it. The intro, if I forget to turn it off, it stays on. It's weird. Another thing I need to remember to do. That didn't take long. I got all of those. I know my nutrition value is crap. So I get protein drinks and I try certain types of protein bars, you know, something to get the nutrients into my system. I do the fiber stuff. Whatever the hell it's called. Metamucil usually, but that's gotten really expensive. So the CVS brand. Whiskey. All right. Next pour. Almost want to like zoom in on this thing. This thing. I've shown this before, but excuse me, OBS, don't do that. This thing is massive. All right, just a touch. Pour too much of the Eagle Rare. Here we go. Beauty. Whoa, let's not drop the cork. And down you go. Safe. Vitamin D is probably something I need. Is likely. I've been using a lot of words I'm not happy about using. Vitamin D. I don't get enough sunlight, but I got plenty recently. Usually long drives, but I still put on freaking sunblock because my skin does not appreciate sunshine. It does not. They do not go well together. How to let it be in, Ben? Do it. I didn't see them at all. Like I grabbed this one off the shelf since I thought I wouldn't see it at home, but then of course I saw one. Ah, B12. So far I've been good. Like I see a doctor or I see a, what are they called? Flabadaba? Nope. It's there. Hold on, it's somewhere. Is it PC? CP? Whatever, I'll figure that out later, but I see someone every year about all of it. Blood work is done, because I have fatty liver issues, but that's gotten better as I have lost some weight and gotten in better shape than I have been in my whole life. So, 42 and 43 have been pretty good, because I am in better shape than I was when I was 22, 23. That doesn't surprise me. My concern is that there's the other side of that, where people just roast themselves in the sun until they are just asking for skin cancer. But I'm good. Don't worry. And that's one of the few things I do not worry too much about is my current health. Because I try to keep a track of that. Weigh myself every morning, or almost every morning. Sometimes I forget. What a surprise. And then exercising twice a week. I want that to be 3 times a week. But I can't take classes 3 times a week without running out of classes to go. Compromise. Some of their classes are really early. I'm a afternoon exercise person, not a 8:15 in the morning exercise person, because that really just throws me off so bad. So bad. I get so anxious about not waking up the next day that I have trouble sleeping completely. It's awful. It goes all over the place. There you go. I have been looking for... I want to look for something, I should say. Not an absolute, but it was another thing that was in the It's Bourbon Night video. It was Early Times, Bottle and Bond. There's something going on there. Again, watch the video to find out what they said. But it made me want to get a bottle with a black top before things change. Right? I'm a child, apparently. There are a lot of other people in the whiskey world who are older than I am. I know that very well. Nice. I was told they should add, well, my gastroenterologist, is a fun word, thought it would be a great idea if a little bit of fiber stuff, like Metamucil, was put in water. You know, not flavored or anything. You don't want orange flavored water, but just that being in public water systems would help tremendously as far as digestion goes. Trying to figure out how much would be good, but oh, they do. It's great. I don't think I have insomnia, but it sure as hell feels like it sometimes. The worst thing is when I wake up and I know I'm not going to be able to fall back asleep. That's the worst, because I want to. I go to bed and I lie down and I close my eyes and there's the racing thoughts don't stop. I can't get comfortable. You know, whatever it is, just I know I'm already stuck to being awake. Close. Orbital supplements. Sleep anxiety level goes way up. Yeah, mine doesn't help. You know, my anxiety is probably high today because I was around people, and that just triggers the whole sickness thing. Because people are disgusting, as we learned in 2020. Yeah, I don't need to worry about supplements because all of it's in the little protein drinks I have. So I'm good. I have one of those a day. I haven't had one today. Probably should after this. Okay. Wow. Ooh, ow. It's quite a change. It's definitely more oak forward than the Eagle Rare is. It's empty now. I did realize the fun little difference for caps are identical. Fun little difference for the whiskeys I've decided to have. They're all different, like different distilleries or different distributors, depending. So we have Eagle Rare, which is Buffalo Trace. Oh wait, no, two are the same. Ha! Then we have the Bakers, which is Jim Beam. Then we have the Nulu in there. And Knob Creek is also the Nulu. I don't even know what to call them. You know, I don't know if they make the whiskey or they distribute it or what. I know it's a weird situation. That's all I know. Vivid dreams. Whoa. I don't know if I need my dreams to be vivid. Sometimes they get really weird. Johnny Pass Whiskey. Hello. Welcome to this. I'm excited. Well, I don't know if excited, right? I'm looking forward to seeing what ItsBourbonNight does tonight, since I know they have some kind of blind flight, and those are always fun. I have some Sugar Kitty that sent some for the channel and for me to do something. I will likely do those on Sunday of next week. Don't hold me to that, but that's the plan at the moment. Friday, again, if you didn't catch this, there is going to be a giveaway every Friday this month. Very special bottles to me, or just a few things I don't think people can find. So there'll be some Irene Tan stuff, some ItsBourbonNight special releases, that sort of thing. Possibly even a little of this. We'll see. This recent one was my birthday, so it was all the good stuff I could think about. All thought through. That's the really hard part for me, is picking whiskeys that I think people really want to try. One of those is really easy. I just put Redbreast 27 in there, and everyone's interested to some extent, unless you already have a bottle, but I certainly never expected I would. And I'm thinking of two of them behind me, which I haven't put in yet, which is the Wild Turkey. What the hell's it called? Where are you? Diamond Anniversary. Can't even read it. That's one that'll go into the mix eventually. And then Jameson 18 year will also go into the mix sometime. There's another one that I can't open yet. So you guys gotta keep getting people in here if you can. Tell your friends, tell your family. Make them subscribe. We're almost there. We're so close. It's annoying. Then I can open that Glendronach. I don't remember what it is. Hold on. Glendalough. many Glens? Glendula 17 year? It was a weird one. God, it's been so long. I can't even see the box. But there's a special Glendula. Is it Glendula? Back there. Four-leaf, hello. Welcome. I hope you are good with your beer and whiskeys tonight. Gummy bear. Gummy bears. I don't even know if I like gummy bears. They're like really just bouncy, chewy. It's weird. Oh, atomic fireball. Ooh. We're talking about crazy candies. I like Reasons. I have some right over there. Excuse me. What else? Oh yeah, so tune in on Fridays, especially for this month. I don't know how many LA raffles I'll do next month, but I'm trying to get one a month at least, because they really do help to get the debt out of the way faster. And also, and I did buy this chair recently, among other things. I just like to stay in debt, apparently, and never get out, which is what they want. So like I said, it does help. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I have Patreon. If you're not there, why not? Sadly, lenses are going away, which I had a lot of fun with, but what are you gonna do? Patreon's weird. And there are other things. If you join the Patreon, you can get on the Discord. I'm usually there. Usually. What else? There were other things. Oh yeah, the Dry Week quarterly giveaway for patrons. That's a thing too. Just for being a patron, you get a chance to get in there. It's nice. What else? That's probably it. I feel like there's something else I do on there. It used to be behind the scenes, like the lenses thing was behind the scenes. So I have to figure that out. I have to figure out a way that people who are patrons can get in on what's going on with me randomly, because they're taking that away and it's so annoying. I'll have to talk to Brianna or something. Figure out what Whiskey Vault / Tribe is doing with that. It's like the brief interaction I got with patrons is being removed. That was one of my favorite things to do, just ramble away at the camera. Like, hi, I'm doing a thing, yay. That's about it. Just my Patreon, so sign up. It's like $5 a month, you can do it. It was a good time, I like. Oh, that was the other thing. Because it's really hard to figure out little incentives for people. I have a Spotify playlist that's specifically stuff I listen to. So if you're ever curious about kind of random music I listen to, that's a very, very fast way to figure it out. All right, safe travels. I hope you are good to drive. Or if you have a driver, it's always better. I have a device that makes sure I know how much ABV I have in my system there. Usually works pretty well. All right, time. Okay. This whiskey, that whiskey, one more whiskey. So much whiskey in such limited time. And then it's Bourbon Night starts. And then I have more whiskey. This is a good night. I like Sundays. Drink a bunch of whiskey. Drink a bunch of bourbon. What's really sad, before you go, look how sad this is. How sad it is. I need to drink all of that soon. Like tomorrow. That's that kind of like, that's how much it's annoying me. I drank a little bit of it yesterday, but yesterday was not a great day mentally. I don't know what it is. 43 and I'm just done. At least it felt that way. Like I woke up early and then fell asleep for most of the day. And woke up and then fell asleep again. That was my Saturday. Fun. Mm-hmm. Zenbu knows. Absolutely looks like rain for that one. That's when I just want to pour it out, but I know it would be, like that. We'll see. Maybe I'll be weird and drink it. Whiskey, Irish whiskey, while watching his Bourbon Night. I'm having the bourbon now, so it's a thought. It's a kind of a thought plan at the moment. I'm just curious. That's the name of the gym place I go to. Training fitness center. Fitness center. I've yet to find a good way to say these words about what I do at the exercisey place. Fitness center. Because I'm not going to the gym. I'm going to circuit training. But I don't want to say I'm going to circuit training, so I could say I'm going to training. But then it sounds like I'm some kind of pet that needs training. So, going to exercise. That works, but it sounds very bland. Decisions. Wait until you wake up one morning you're 60. You know what, Sugar Kitty? I'm not ready for it, but it's going to happen. Well, if I'm lucky, that's the other thing. For those who are unaware, and this is more of a mental health month thing, but there was never a thought to get to this age for me. It was like 30 wasn't even a thing. I didn't expect to live past 29 into 30. So everything else has been extra. But the problem is I never planned for it. And mental health stuff just still made everything very difficult. Still does. All the time. Never stops. But, can't hold a job, can't save any money, lots of debt. I will be going further into debt later this month. I don't want to talk about money, but it's through. Got another crown. It's going to be in one of these tooths. That'll be exciting. The only good thing is it's much less than it would be if I didn't have dental insurance, which is more money. And that's where we come to the fact where I don't know how people do it. Like, if you don't have like terrible mental health stuff and you do like regular work stuff and eat normally and sleep normally, what is that like? It sounds nice. I don't understand. It does. Like, Sugar Kitty, 30 to 40. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in between 30 and 40, but I know it wasn't great. Because, awful depression, crippling depression and anxiety without the right medication. Fun. The only thing I did was stay inside and not interact with people. I did go to Vegas, though, at some point. So that was fun. Twice? For reasons. If you're a patron, I will tell you that story. But let's just say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Hey. I've just piqued everyone's curiosity. What did you do in Vegas? Went to a really nice Japanese restaurant. That's one thing. That's good stuff. Oh. Bit of a jump. Woo! Had to look at the proof. It is 53 point whatever percent. Oh, 107 proof. See what happens. If you look for a number in things, it'll always be there. For me, it's 7. Canada. Like rural lifestyle, Brian. Oh, believe me, I already am. Like, I'm not in a city at all. I don't do cities. I barely do small towns, which is where I live. Thankfully. If it helps, look up Rhode Island and look up Aquidneck Island. So it's literally an island in America. It's one of the very few islands in America you can say you live on. There are plenty. This is one of them because Rhode Island, there's a few. So I grew up in a very secluded area of this country. And I still am there. I'm nowhere near a city. I don't drive much because Rhode Islanders don't go places, but I've kind of broken that a little. Going to Texas and Vegas and the occasional trip to Connecticut. In Massachusetts constantly. Not for want of doing so. Oh, that sounded weird. I don't like Massachusetts that much. I lived there for a little bit. Fall River specifically, not fun. Not terrible, just not fun. Not that this place is paradise, but I don't want to complain. I have an apartment. I'm good. The price of rent keeps going up, but I get the feeling that's happening to everyone. Next, Nilu. Got 15 minutes, so I have to drink just a little of this, and then we finish off with the Knob Creek. Date to drink for. This is a 59.2. Don't do that, folks. It's a bad idea. My stomach just made a noise. Its cork is not in there as good as I want it to be. What's up? I need to keep this one next to me too, because it looks like right with that. This is a nice plan I have for having all these low bottles near me, you know, at hand. So there's no more looking at the shelf and being like, what do I want to drink? Right there. There are plenty. There you go. Is that the ship? I know there's a ship you can go look at nearby. I don't think I've done it, but I could if I want to go look at a big battleship, which I don't really. Military stuff weirds me out. Well, I mean, you just don't know Rhode Island. It's mostly nothing's happening. A lot of nothing. Oh, look out. Jimmy Jazz is here. Mr. Jimmy Jazz has joined the channel. Welcome, Jimmy Jazz. How are you? I don't know. You don't sound like that, Jimmy Jazz, but for some reason I just decided you do for this moment. It's your name, Jimmy Jazz. I had to tell my parents what I was doing later this week. Ugh. I'm gonna get beer with Jimmy Jazz. My dad's name is Jim, by the way, so that makes things weird. Now I know 2 other Jims. Spoilers. Ooh. I haven't had that in a hot minute. Wow, that's really good. It's got fruit notes. I think raspberry and cherry. Oh. Wow. 5 years, 4 months. Bottle 12. Hot damn, man. I will be finishing the rest of that sometime soon. Those are really good. Oh, maybe I'll pour a little bit. That's the thing. That's the thing I need to do, but most of these are just bottles you can kind of get. This one is. This one's the one that's going out later this week, hopefully. But that's a good idea, Brian. Is this the one I think it is? Yeah, it is C920. I have so many bottles that need to go. But I don't drink that much. Believe it or not. I have had to cut back on my drinking a lot over the years because it doesn't do good things for me. Adding a depressant to someone who's depressed, not a great idea. Battleship and also a sub where you can see they are so tiny you didn't want to go there. Yeah, I've seen submarines. I don't know if I've ever been with one, but just the battleship itself. Someone who just decided like minimal space. Like you can't go both ways. Everyone has to like scooch through everything. Everything's small. It's freaking. Ugh. No, thank you. I'm good with my spacious living space. For those who can't tell, the ceiling is way up there. I couldn't touch it if I wanted to, unless I had a ladder, very tall ladder. There you go. And for my dad. Karen, I've done a Springbank 10. I didn't know I had. Whoa, that's the best. Just find a bottle you forgot you bought. Jeez. I drink a lot of high proof whiskey very fast. Can do things. Again, this is their glass for 5 years. It's actually etched in there. I can feel it. It's wild. Can't always do with fun stuff like that. Oh, God. Oh. If it makes you feel better, my middle name is James. Because my dad's name is technically James, Jim thing. Oh, nice. Do it. Belmead. I know of Belmead. I've forgotten everything about it, but I've definitely heard of it. That's all I got. I've heard of it. Oh, and another thing I want to promote, if you want to call it that. I can't remember his name. Babadabadoo. First Phil. His channel did a pretty cool video about Isla. So if you want to learn more about the island of Isla, which I think most of us know a little bit about, but if not, that was a pretty good video. I don't know if I finished it because I got distracted, as I do. But he is amazing at editing and putting videos together. And it just makes me exhausted to watch what he puts together. It's like, man, it's a lot. I edit, and I know how much that's a pain. The problem is when you edit stuff, you start to see the edits. It's wild. As a kid, I bought the 45 record of the USS Mass. Very patriotic and good story. Oh, you know how patriotic I am, I'm sure. I went on a ship as a child, or a young boy, because that's nice, that works. When I was in Boy Scouts, we went on one of the ships. It was tiny, and I was, you know, I was a small kid, you know, going on a ship like that. I was like, why is there no room here? Why was people go single file? The stairs. I remember the stairs went like that. They were straight up. You had to squeeze through a hole. It was weird. Unpleasant, I would say. The sleeping situation? Hell no. You want someone like me to lose their mind? Yeah, that's the type of environment I don't like. Small, cramped, too many people in one space. Mm. Oh, the proof. Oh, sweet Jeebus. No. But let's not do that. Mm. Ah. Feel better now. Trying to drink everything quickly. It's not doing well for me. All right. Finishing up with a Knob Creek, oddly enough. One of the bottles. Knob Creek is not my favorite. I don't hate it. It's just not sweet enough for my palate. And once again, this is the Mash Made in Heaven, their wedding bottle, which I'm getting. This was before I was actually. No, this is weird. KillCo, hope you can make it to Kentucky sometime soon. In the meantime, here's a little slice of Kentucky. They say KY, but you know, same thing. And this was before I actually went. And when I first did go to Kentucky, it must have been the first time I went there, I got to meet them, and we had dinner. In a very busy place, unfortunately. I hope we get to dine again sometime. Because they were very generous to even meet up with me and have dinner while I was there. They did not have to do that, but it was fun. We had a good time. And good whiskeys. Or bourbons in this case. Oh. Yep. In the Navy. If you like cramped situations. Here we go. This tiny bit. Again, this is precious stuff from their wedding. Okay, that was a little too much, but all right, we're good. Means or any of it. I don't do military. Ooh, the cork is dangerous. Yeah. You know, it's like there are generations of people in America that were in the armed forces in one way or another. I start to wonder about that. Most of them being poor, or at least not having enough money to go to college. Funny that. Send them off to die. It's fine. My uncle was went to Nam, and my grandfathers, they must have been in the military. World War II got every single man out there, really, in the States. Is the proof on this? I assume 60%, but I don't remember. Yep, 60%. Don't get me started on military. I have different opinions, and I know there are a lot of military-esque people in the whiskey world. Try not to talk too much about it, because it's not important. It's my reality. And I've told the story. I tried to join the, what was it? The Marines, I think. I tried to join the, imagine me in the Marines. But in one of my manic, not even, it was a depressive episode. I thought I'd try to join the Marines, and I went to the, who's the person who sits there and talks to you? I forget what the recruiter. And he could tell that was something up with me, and he you probably don't want to do this, because I had no interest to do it. I was looking for something that would send me off to die. But he turned me away. I mean, he didn't say like get out, but he was definitely sympathetic to the fact that I wasn't okay in that moment. I hadn't slept. Like I just hadn't slept that night, and I went to try to get into the Marines. Ugh. Glad that didn't happen. Thankfully. Those are dark days. Thankfully, they're not like that anymore. At least not so much. Ooh. I feel bad about this one because I know it's aerating. I know it's oxidizing. There's so much air in here. I also don't want to put it in a smaller container. Good. Oh, yeah. This is definitely darker. It's making me think of brownies. Yeah. It's military for me. It's like, why don't you just go home? You'll feel better. I remember the only thing I told him was I thought the commercials were neat. I don't know if I said neat, but he was just like, thought this through, have you? Like, no, I haven't slept all night. I probably said that. I probably told him exactly what was going on with me at that moment, and he was like, you're probably not all right now. And I think that's good, because as far as like military stuff for me is, at least there was one guy out there who was wise enough to see something was up with me and didn't try to get me into the military. Oh yeah. I mean, you look, there's like, what? Independent Joe, there's Trev. Who else was in the military? I don't know, I can't think of top off my head, but like those are two that stand out. They're both very military, or at least they're open about it. I don't know if a lot of people are, because my other concern is the mental health of people who have gone into the wars in the military. Again, don't get me started. I will go off, and I don't want to. Not tonight, as they say. Not today. What do we say to death? Not today. It smells really good. Even after all this time, it still smells good. First Michter's bourbon. Oh. We got a blend that lifts it? Oh, I don't know. I've only had the Michter's rye, I think. I believe. I might have had one or two others. I've seen it on the shelf, and it's, curious, but it's never one I've bought. I say mix it with something. You can either use the cocktail. I don't know how much it was, but it's a possible cocktail, or you could mix it with some other whiskey, another bourbon. That oomph. Oh my gosh. Oof, God, that caught right in my nose. I'm gonna have a little sip, and then we'll cheers out, and we'll go to It's Bourbon Night if you want. Tell them KillCo sent you. Oh, it confuses them just a bit. This is soft. This does not drink like 60% at all. Compared to the other ones where I took a sip and a few, and it's like, ooh. This one's really good. This is tasty. It's probably calmed down quite a bit since I first opened the bottle. But it's really mellowed out. Little oak, little sweet. A little dry at the finish. Delightful, as I like to say. So with that, 8 o'clock has showed up. It's Bourbon Night is starting. I'll be back here on Friday. Video will come out on Wednesday, though it's not done yet. So, there you have it, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you. Wait, where's the thing? Out there. Whoa! Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.